What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing Texas style brisket. Simple, clean, hickory smoked, salt and pepper flavored brisket. Alright guys, so we've got the ugly drum smoker warming up. We lit some charcoal in the chimney, we dumped it in there, and now we're going to let that thing get nice and warm, set our grates into place, shut the lid, and go ahead and trim up our brisket. We're going to do a light backyard style brisket trim today. Nothing too fancy. We're going to worry about the skin, the shape, and the saturation, and not too much. We're just going to hit it real light, get it nice and shaped right, and take off some silver skin so that the salt and pepper sticks well. And then we're going to stick just a mixture of 60% salt to 40% pepper. It's regular kosher salt and coarse brown pepper. I think that stays mixed pretty well in the shaker when it's that way. So we're going to get that mixed up, thaw that down on there, get a nice even coat. We're not going to overdo it, but we are going to put a great layer on it because it is a thick piece of meat. And then we're going to stick it on the smoker. Alright guys, so we just got the brisket on the smoker, and I'm going to leave it completely alone. The smoker's running right at 300 degrees. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to do anything to it till about 2 hours in. Nothing at all. 2 hours in, we're going to check it, and what we're going to do there is just look at the bark, make sure it's good, make sure that nothing is cooking unevenly, and then we're going to spin that grate 1/2 turn, and that's going to make sure that the heat and everything is even all the way around it, because the way that this ugly drum smoker is, the stack comes out one side, it's not out the middle. So I want to spin that brisket around every time I check it. Alright, I'll see you in 2 hours. Alright guys, you just saw we're a little over 2 hours in. It's been in there at 300 degrees. It's really starting to get some great color to it. So we took and spun that grate all the way around, about halfway, so that the point was facing the other direction. And that's again to keep even heating and even smoke flowing over the brisket at all times. I'm going to do that every hour. I'm not going to keep bringing you back for that. I'm going to do that every hour, but I'm going to add spritzing it with just a little bit of water every hour. Spin it, spritz it, spin it, spritz it. When I see the bark set the way I want it, I'm gonna wrap it according to that. That's the only reason I'm gonna wrap it. Once that bark is perfectly the way I want it, nothing's rubbing off, it's nice and stuck, it's nice and crusted over, it's got that beautiful color I want, then I'm gonna pull it off and wrap it, and that's when I'll bring you back. I'll see you then. Alright guys, so we're sitting at a very probe tender brisket. It's been wrapped for a little over an hour at 300 degrees. The thing has been cooking for about 6 hours now. It's time to pull it off. It's nice and tender. I'm gonna pull it off. I'm gonna throw a towel down in the cooler, and I'm gonna stick the wrapped brisket right in the cooler for about an hour, hour and a half. All right, folks, so the time has come for us to unwrap our brisket. It has rested. This thing took about 6 hours to cook and an hour and a half to rest. So that's pretty hot and fast for 7.5 hours from start to finish. Let's go ahead and get it sliced up and taste it. Very tender, very juicy, very beefy. Salt and pepper is all it took, man. A little bit of hickory smoke. That is a great, juicy, tender brisket. Guys, make sure if you haven't liked or subscribed, you do that now. It really helps us out so we can provide you with great content. We appreciate you. I love you. Brisket Medic, out.